freaking
Speaking of that, dude, our cafeteria lady, she's Caribbean, and she was listening to like some live stream of like, well, I guess Caribbean music, and the DJ would constantly interrupt, just talk over the music to say the most random shit.
It was the DJ from Nikki's party.
Yeah, you girl dressed like a papa, and then the music would continue. I'm like, okay. And then he'd be like, something smells good. He'd like pause the music, and say, something smells good, and continue. I'm like, what's going on? Yeah, it's like, calm the fuck down. But yeah, he was doing it for a solid hour. It was amazing. Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah. Long time.
Sorry, we've got too much couch on this. I'm just gonna adjust it.
So, I was thinking about this today because I had seen
Emma's leg.
a joke about it, but back when, you know, like it was more socially acceptable to make fun of
Everything.
no, I mean everything in general, but specifically like the LGBTQ community, like how if you like didn't do something, oh, like that's gay. Like, do you ever think places like advertise like if you don't come out to Nashville North on Friday nights, you're gay? Do you think it was ever like that?
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. There's gotta be something. I'm sure.
And then people were like, "No, we gotta go. I can't.
I don't want to be gay.
It's crazy that was like a thing.
That's.
Well, just even think about like old movies that will like say that, like, be like, last one there is gay. Like they'll have a scene like that. And I'm like, do you think the actor now like rewatches it and is like, oh gosh, I hope they don't catch wind of this.
Well, that's what, and like The Office is one of my favorite shows, and there's so many jokes in there that like really wouldn't land anymore. Cause like there's a guy who's gay in it, and then like there's a part where Michael Scott's like, tonight we are all kings and queens. And I was like, yeah, no way.
Yeah, that's so good. That's so interesting that was like a. I thought of it because I saw on Instagram and the guy goes like, he's like, oh man, like that's so gay. And he's like, whoa. He's like, did you just refer to something as like stupid as gay? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you know what? I thought my people was extinct. And he goes like, man, that's retarded. He's like, oh my God, we're really meant to be. And I was like, man, that was just the thing. That was just the way things were.
The thing that sucks about it though is like, intentions aside, there's so many things that just sound good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one of my things that I used to say all the time, and I will admit, I still say it sometimes. Cancel me if you want. But instead of saying be there or be square, I always say be there or be queer.
I've never heard you say that once.
Yeah, I send it in messages. I don't.
I've never.
This guy's read this story online.
I could pull up so many texts.
I could pull up the Reddit post where I got it from.
Yeah,
so what happens if they're not there then?
So here's exactly what happened. Is
he turns in. Like,
there was there was that night where I had like the UFC event at my house that you guys didn't show up to. You left Alex all by his damn self.
Wow, what a way to call us out.
So that's true. I'm
you left Emma alone with Alex.
I was brave.
Yeah,
that's very
brave man.
Know,
brave
right?
man.
No, but like I messaged one of my buddies and I was like, "Yeah, man, UFC my place on Saturday. Be there, or be queer." And he's like, "Sorry, man, I'm gonna be at work like a queer." And I was like, "Hey, he accepts it. That's it. He's a queer now." Like,
so it was interesting because a lot of it too. I was watching Bobby Lee and Theo Vaughn's.
They are funny.
They're older one though. They're one from 3 years ago.
Okay.
And there was a part on it where basically Bobby started talking about it because they wanted to have a segment on the show where people would submit pictures of their tattoos and the meaning, and then they would call out how stupid it is, and they were gonna call it like something like chink in the ink. But nothing to do with being Chinese, more because...
Oh, it's like a chink in your arm.
Yeah, so Bobby... But they like, people at their company, like, vetoed it. And Bobby's like, the whole reason I wanted to do podcasts was so that I could be free. And he's like, I hate when shit like this... He's like, I've been everywhere in showbiz. He's like, this is supposed to be an outlet where I can just say whatever I want.
That's fair.
In spite of comedy, and, like... It doesn't, you know what I mean? Like, it's not a fucking problem.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, like, and he's like, even if it was, like, anything to do with race, he's like, I don't give a shit. He's like, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, I'm part of the show. Like, I'm obviously consenting.
Yeah, so that's where it kind of turns around, because other races can say other racial slurs, and it's no problem at all.
Yeah.
You'd be embraced.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe you can't label on a podcast.
But I don't think it's Bobby Lee's. Like, I don't know if that podcast is Bobby Lee's or if
Over
it's.
Steele's?
Yeah, it's the one
Or if
with.
it's just someone else.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Maybe they just host people on it. I don't know what it's.
That's true, actually.
But then, if you're working under someone, then you'll always have.
Maybe it is Theo Von's.
You'll always have a.
Is it?
Like, I don't even know what it's called, the name of it. I've only watched the one episode.
I've seen a couple. He's actually, to be honest, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen a whole episode. I've just seen clips.
But
He's so
Yeah,
Yeah, he
Theo
made that-
Von. Like,
So
I think every clip I've
fucking
seen so far, I'm like, yo,
yeah, he's
that's
funny.
fucking-
He's got like very elaborate stories. They're really funny. But
Yeah.
yeah, and like so one of the things they talked about that I wanted to talk about on here with you guys was, like, are there any topics that you would think are either off limit that we wouldn't joke about with you or that you wouldn't joke about with us because of like sensitivity about something? Like I think we're pretty like I was saying I don't think there's anything that you could say or joke about that I would like seriously be like hurt that you said that.
No, nothing that I would seriously hurt, but there are definitely topics that I would just not do because I just don't think it's tasteful. I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't expect or anticipate that either you would get seriously hurt, and nor would I, but like, I wouldn't make any kind of sexual minor joke. That's not true. That's not true. I probably would.
Oh,
I probably would. But I think there would be an age for a sexual minor joke, and then also personal sexual minor jokes. Like I'm not gonna make sexual jokes about family members, and obviously under the
Those are the best
like,
ones.
as far as like sexual minor, like okay, I might make fun of like a 16-year-old, and again, just a joke, nothing super crude or anything, but like. No, I don't think there's a single joke that you guys could tell that would.
Yeah, that's how I was thinking.
That'd be seriously offensive.
And looking,
It's all about timing, but any of the worst digs I can think of saying, I think I've said. That's the problem.
so one thing I would like, I was thinking about this, and there was a time where I looked back, and I actually I had made like back when when we were first hanging out with Dom, there were some like vicious like fat jokes that we had made towards her. And looking back, I look back and I'm like,
Towards me?
yeah, I was like so just like looking back, I'd never say something like that now. But back then,
Give me an example.
bro, it was like, oh fuck, I literally know the exact one. I can.
I would like to hear it. I would like to hear it.
And it's not like the joke itself is not that funny, but it was in the moment that Dom and I were talking about it. You know how like in our group we go like we just continually add to the joke.
Yeah.
Like I don't even know if you heard what we were talking about, but we kept saying it. We're laughing, but it was in the winter, whatever, and the topic was that we wouldn't necessarily need a snowplow. We would just need Lucas to stand at the front of the bus so that when it's driving, it was like plow into the ground. Like I don't know why it was so.
It's funny.
It's front heavy, so it's just grinding on the ground.
Plowing out the.
Is that why
No, it's like so creative though.
is that why you guys always want me to scorpion? Because if I scorpion, I was like, he's in the perfect position to hitch on. Because my legs are up. Go. Oh my god! And you know what's funny?
But I can like vividly remember Dom and I had it was at a sheesh night, and him and I were like literally couldn't stop laughing. We kept like piling it on top.
That's so.
But yeah, but looking back now, like it's just not a joke. Like I don't think I'd make a joke.
Why? That's gold. Make more of those. That's so fucking funny.
I think so. It's funny because I've never really gotten offended by fat jokes. I don't know why. Like, it just never bugged me. But also because Camille would be like the biggest roaster of my whole childhood. Like every day, I think I got a daily fat joke for like my whole life. But so like to be honest, it's not even like in a way. It's to me, it's like I'm just like okay. If I really wanted to change something about it, I would have done it earlier. To be honest with you, like I think that the decision was in my hands to either embrace it or to run. And I was like, I get it. At the same time, I did get like more comfortable with my weight later. Where I'm like, honestly, just even now, like calling me fat, I'm just like, what does that really gain? Like, to be honest with you, like, it's really more about like where someone's coming from saying it. Like, if a random person passing by were to say it, that would upset me. But the fact that like I always knew, like, as friendly and intense, like I roasted people just as hard as I used to take it. Like, that was the fairness, and I was like, I never ever took offense to it and just took it to be like, well, I have to take it. Like, it's never bugged me that way.
I take it back. I think I would make the joke only if you made a joke about it first.
Oh, okay.
Like you like
Is that-
open the gate. Like if you make a
Yeah,
joke about
yeah,
your weight, then
that's
I'm like,
right.
all right, I can make a joke
Let's
too.
go, baby.
Unleash the beast.
Open season. Just pulls out a list of some reading. Oh, yo,
I've
Matt,
been
what the-
waiting
Matt,
for
what the
this.
fuck?
I've been waiting for this.
He's like an envelope
Yeah,
like
yeah.
out of his wallet.
But yeah,
God.
I can like vividly remember us talking about it, and like I could like visualize it happening so like clear too.
I think I've
That's
definitely
fun.
I had like certain times where I'm like, I feel like I pushed the line there. Like, for example, I think for me it would be with Sean Riley, where there's definitely times where I've made fun of his speech impediment.
That's okay.
But
we still do.
I think I used to as well in return because he dissed me first. Like, hey,
yeah,
now it's
yeah,
open
we
season.
open, yeah.
So like, you know what I mean? Like, but
Yeah, like we make jokes that Blake is, I think she's seven months old. His daughter.
Okay.
That she can like read books better than him. And he's like, hey, that's not saying much, but yes.
That's a low bar, buddy.
yeah, he owns
He
it.
goes around.
He owns it though.
Yeah,
That's the good part. It's always owning it is important because some people take it way too personally, and they feel like they have to like run from it. Like,
So I,
yeah,
cry,
you started
so I
getting.
cry after every episode when I go home.
Yeah, is that why your car is called the pussy wagon? Because that's where you go home and cry.
That's good.
You wanted to bring up something about going out for dinner.
Yes,
Taking
thank
girls
you.
for dinner.
Yes, thank you for reminding me. So here's what I was thinking.
Okay. Wow, that's great.
Yeah, I know, right? I don't think
One of the
very
best thoughts I've ever seen.
Okay, let's say, who's your pick a celebrity crush?
Kate Beckinsale.
Perfect. Matt?
Paul Rudd.
Yes.
Damn it.
I'm not even shit on you.
Yeah.
You took my first
I'm not
pick.
even gonna shit on
I was
you,
trying to
bro.
be modest. I was trying to be modest.
100%. Somehow you get the opportunity to take your celebrity crush out to dinner.
Okay.
In the current situations you're in now.
Yes.
So you're in committed relationships.
Yes.
You go?
Why
Yes.
is it cry? But
100%.
even if it was a female, like it's
I
I like them. They're cool. Doesn't mean I have more intention than that.
Yeah, so you take him for dinner?
Well, I'd go with Paul Rudd.
But let's say it was a female.
I'd go with Paul Rudd.
I'd still go with Paul.
Pauline Rudd.
It's probably more risky for me to go with Paul Rudd. He's gonna get my pants off. He's
Ant-Man.
He's fucking
Let's go.
Ant-Man, yeah. Not on T-Man, because then he would get my pants off. Jamaican joke for you. Would you go? Would you go to dinner?
100%.
Yeah, with a female
but-
celebrity, sure.
But I don't think Christina would actually.
Well, let him finish the story, man. He asked the
No.
first- Okay.
That's where we're going.
Okay, so I don't think she would have anything against it because I would be very clear with my time. Like, listen, like she's just my celebrity crush. Like, nothing is going to happen. I would just like to meet them. Like,
What if she's like, then
But-
never mind,
but-
you can't do dinner?
Okay, so where does that line end then?
anything past dinner.
No. Sorry. No dessert. Yeah, like no dessert. No bowling after.
Bowling first.
Okay,
You're
no.
not gonna bowl it on a full stomach. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, it's
This guy
right.
sucks at dates. I'm sorry.
He sucks dates like the fruit.
Suck my dates, baby. That's why I want to go with Paul Rudd. I suck dates, man.
What? Okay, but do I
okay,
get to
no.
do I get to choose the date? Do I make it like
You
more
just pick
intense?
the restaurant. You're only going for dinner. You're going for dinner.
So I just gotta say bowling.
Well, I'm just saying because you said it ends at
Come on, man.
dinner. No. I mean, where does your so you're willing to go for dinner with a celebrity crush?
Right.
Where does the status of the person change whether you go for dinner or not with them?
I think if it's a past relationship, like an ex,
Okay,
going for like a one-on-one dinner.
no dinner with an ex. Okay, what if it's
No, I'm sorry. No, I'm just saying. Like, I think the stigma would be different.
Okay, no. Okay, but let's say it's a coworker.
Coworker.
One-on-one dinner
One-on-one
with a
with a
Let's say
coworker of the opposite sex.
opposite sex, a new person starts at your company.
New?
They're of the same status as you or whatever, and
New.
you gotta welcome them to the team.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's fine.
one-on-one.
They've been
Wow.
there. They've been with the company for about a month now.
No, don't like that.
kinda
One for a month.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to do that.
No, I think
I could
like
do two.
first week.
Because when we've done it, it's been usually two of us go to
That's it.
gauge where they fit in the culture.
And that's smart. But let's just say in this situation it's just, or maybe you're the boss. Let's say you're a director of some kind and you hire a new warehouse manager.
Yeah, I would
take
actually in
them
that
out to
scenario
Yeah.
if I had to, because like no one else was there for that day
Yeah.
and they were in.
As long as there's reason for it, yeah,
go for
context.
lunch. Yeah,
if it's
sure.
just because you decide you want to take them on one-on-one dinner, that's a little strange. But if the context is, well, they wanted me to take out because I'm gonna be like their like, I guess, person to work with, so the company wanted me to take them out.
Let's say the company didn't want to.
No,
It's just you being a boss.
I could do it if let's say I hired someone on my team who was a female and wanted to introduce her to the team, and the rest of my team wasn't in, and it's like one of her first days. Okay, let's go for lunch, and I'll like, if you have questions about the business, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would do that.
Yeah.
We go back to my house
No, for sure.
for lunch.
So here, the reason I ask is because I was thinking about it. I was like, dinner's fucking dinner. Like, I think my ability to isolate situations is actually gonna end up getting me in trouble someday.
Yeah.
Because to me, it's just
Yeah.
like, it's fucking dinner. I don't care. Like,
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
I ate some fucking food.
You're looking
And
at
I
it very
drank my fucking
logically.
drink.
That's a very
Yeah.
logical train of thought.
Because I have no, but I get it. I get it from the other aspect. If they want to look into it, they're like,
It's all
well,
about intent. It's always about intent.
That's the thing. I think I'm just gonna completely ignore all of these gateways to cheating because I'm like, babe, it's just dinner. Like, I had dinner with Anne Hathaway. Like, are you kidding me? It's the
But it
fucking,
always starts with just dinner.
But that's what I'm saying.
And
So
it
I'm
always
getting-
starts with Anne
I'm getting-
Hathaway.
Yeah, always.
No,
So
but-
like, at what point, where do I stop? Babe, she grabbed my hand. I broke her grip. I broke her fucking grip. Oh, babe, she just
She
took
choked
the
me out.
kiss. You kiss the dog. There's just a kid. Like, when do I stop being such an idiot?
No, I
But
think
also being so smart. That I'm,
Yeah,
you know what
yeah.
I mean? Like,
I'm also very oblivious to that kind of stuff. Like,
Right.
I never interpret it as like if someone's flirting, I'm like, oh, maybe you're just like a nice person.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So you know where it took the longest time for me to get used to that is social media, where it's like if you have someone on social media like an ex or something like that, you're not like liking their photos can show a different intent. Like if let's say they post like a bikini photo, I'm like no, I'm not liking that one. I have to skip past it.
What?
Okay. Do you think posting a bikini photo in general, let's say a girl's in a relationship and she posts a photo in a bikini,
Solo bikini photo, solo like she not like her with her boyfriend. Solo.
sure, let's say solo bikini photo.
I think that's weird. I actually do think that's.
You think it's weird?
I think it's quite strange. Unless like
It's your social media. You do whatever you want with that.
I mean,
But do you think that's precursors to cheating?
no.
no. I think
not?
some
You
some
might just
people are
like you might just be proud of
proud of
who
your
you are as a
physique.
person. Yeah.
Yeah. What if you're proud of your physique? Like, what if you are like, let's say, a personal trainer?
Obviously not in the shape you're in, because
I'm in no shape to be shown off.
I think
I'm in
it's,
no shape to
I
be
think it's
shown
all
off.
about intent again. Because I think if they're like dressing to be provocative, if they're just dressing
but
because they're out on the beach and they just have a regular
but what if that's their
bikini.
personality?
What?
Provocative.
Being provocative?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their
that's
partner
fair.
knows that.
You got into it, yeah.
Yeah, actually.
No, but let's say girls who post, yeah, just like that. Can you a little longer? I don't think they got to see.
Why don't you just plug in their
As long as I
OnlyFans?
got.
I don't know. It kind of depends. Like I wouldn't like if Christina were to post photos like that. If that's what we're asking. Like I would feel a little weird about it.
Okay,
Also
fine.
because it's not her personality to do so. So doing it might have ill intent.
Yep.
And I think just too because I think we're both conservative people in that sense.
What about let's say it's a picture of her and all of her friends, all in bikinis, all doing poses.
Perfectly fine.
Yeah, Carl
Why
made
is that
a good
different?
point. Post bikini photos, but for the love of God, don't show them your feet. That's crossing the line.
That's a thinker.
What if your feet
That's the
have
thing.
thong sandals? Because the bikini thong
They're not naked.
flip flop
They're
or
not nude.
flip flops. I guess.
Dude, you should use that for your idea for your
I should.
photo. Is like
It's on
the
pause. It's been on pause
Are you
ever
gonna
since we
paint-
had that debate.
Are you gonna paint your toes for the
I hurt his
Easter?
feelings.
Are you gonna-
I don't want to sacrifice my marriage. My feelings are hurt. I don't want to fucking risk my marriage.
You gotta
No.
paint your toes for like Easter eggs, each one different.
I should. I got some big toenails, man. I got to paint a whole fucking.
Yo, your big toe could be a rabbit if you put like the little like headband, like the little rabbit
That's
headband,
insulting.
and then the rest will be eggs, dude.
I just said it's insulting. Stop it.
there's no limits. That's the limit. That's the limit right there.
Don't call my toes bunnies.
Don't diss my content. I've been creating a good follow.
No, but okay. Why is the picture okay if it's her and her friends?
I think because
Still posing the exact same way, but there's 5 of them.
because when you take group photos, it happens at any time and place where it's like I feel like it's
No, it's
planned
not.
to do a solo bikini photo.
No,
Where if
it's-
you're doing a group photo, it's like kind of like a oh my god, we have all the friends here. Let's just take a group photo. Like it happens so fast where everyone's like, okay, let's go.
Why
I
is
feel
it
like
not
we
the same-
rarely
why is it
get
the same
pictures
you're
when we're in a group.
What?
Very rarely.
Because I feel
But
like
why isn't the girl just like, babe, take a picture of me?
because that's different.
But it's like the same spontaneity.
Because it's for two different purposes. One's because look, I want to take a photo with my group of friends. Where one's like I want to take a photo of my body specifically.
Spontaneity or spontaneity?
What is spontaneity? Is that a word?
I don't know. That's weird. Is that?
That's not a word. That's not a word.
Who's the continuity?
No one.
No, I'm just wondering.
Oh, that's fine.
Spontaneity,
You're just mixing continuity with
but
spontaneity.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
Okay, move on.
Sorry, what is the word?
I don't know what you're
Spontaneity?
Yes.
That is
That's
a
the word.
whack ass
That's
word.
the word.
Naivety?
Spontaneity.
That's the word.
Naivety?
The reason I asked though is because
Naivety.
you see that Fresh and Fit podcast.
No.
I don't know how I feel about the guy, because to be honest, sometimes he says some things that I'm like, yeah, you're right. And maybe it's just because he has a very aggressive personality, and he's just a super confident that almost seems too cocky, but like at the same time, hey man, if you're fucking good, flaunt your shit. I don't know how I feel about him yet. I don't know how I feel about him, but he was saying stuff like, if girls post their bodies on social media accounts, that's basically cheating. And I was like, maybe it is. I disagree simply for the fact that I think the two people in the relationship define what cheating is. Some people are okay with some things that other people aren't. In my relationship, if I want to pose herself in a bikini, I don't really give a fuck. I'll be honest, and I hope she's okay with me saying this. She posted this one picture where she was like posing and she had her tongue out. And I messaged her and I was like, I was like, I don't care, but you set yourself up to get a bunch of fucking tribute pictures, eh? She's like, what does that mean? I was like, guys are gonna jerk off on that picture and send it to you. Like, you're setting yourself up. I'm just saying, you're setting yourself up. She's like, oh shit, should I delete it? And I was like, I don't care. I don't give a shit because you're not interested in those
He's
guys.
like, I don't care. I already screenshotted it. I can do my own tribute.
I'll do it myself, yeah. But I was like, I'm just letting you know. Like, that's what's going on.
That's interesting. I never thought about that.
But I don't care.
I'm gonna make sure I start posting
truly
pictures like
don't.
that.
I will fucking tribute for you, bro. I will fucking tribute for you. Yeah, but I was just like, and they were saying like, oh, why do you take those pictures you buy? And they're like, oh, it's not for them, it's for me. And it's like, he made a good point. He's like, if it's for you, why is it on social media and why isn't it just in your camera roll? If the picture is for you, it should be on your camera roll. As soon as it goes on social media,
it's also
that's for the public.
for their attention
It's
as
for
well.
attention, so it's 100% for other people.
Interesting.
100% is for other people.
No, I think you could be
Makes you
posting
feel
itself.
good.
I think it just makes you feel good.
But that is okay. So that's the element of cheating: is why is your self-esteem built on other people's perception of you instead of your partner's?
I think just in general, society teaches a lot of, or maybe not
Speak
society, but a lot of women in general look for their sense of worth from external sources.
So is that not still cheating though?
No,
You're getting
because-
some sort of fulfillment from outside of your relationship that your partner could give you.
Well, these guys are going off.
Well, I wasn't talking. I was just
I
saying in
think
general.
that it's not necessarily like the kind of fulfillment that you would be getting from your partner. It's just in general you want to feel good about yourself, and if your partner's not giving that to you, you'll find it from other sources.
What if your partner is giving that to you?
Well, that's a different story.
Oh, see, I'm giving free fucking content now. You gotta pay for that shit. What the hell?
Yeah,
But that leads me into debate that later. But that line between what you're describing and the line of the foot modeling thing gets real blurry there. Real blurry, almost non-existent blurry.
What do you mean?
I mean the standard of I get fulfillment from other people because society's
So hold on.
and then
So you're saying like
I'm not
posting
saying it's
your
right.
feet pics would be the equivalent of posting a bikini pic?
no
it could.
Okay, so that when
sure, that's not what I was saying,
So then,
but that
so then
makes
it
sense.
all goes about the way you respond after. Like if someone messages you, having an open conversation is fine, but once they push a boundary, I think same thing like the feet thing. But then
No, but I was more so talking about the point where she was saying it's a different kind of fulfillment. It's not like a
Right.
romantic fulfillment. So same ways with the feet thing is honestly the only fulfillment it is monetary fulfillment.
Right.
There is nothing beyond monetary fulfillment. So why is that demonized in a specific sense rather than just the attention of guys looking at like I look hot in this picture and guys are gonna like it and I'm gonna get this picture has 75 likes instead of 42. I'm fucking the shit.
I think it's all about intent because some people can honestly just post to be like they're proud of their physique. And I feel like some people might just be like, look, like I still feel that I'm attractive. It's almost like a profile picture. Like you still want a nice profile picture to represent who you are. You're not necessarily
agree.
always doing it for other people, but you're doing it as a self-image thing.
This
So-
is you're
But I'm
portraying
not,
yourself.
But,
You're
but,
projecting yourself.
But I'm not doing it because my partner's thought of me isn't good enough. I'm doing it because I want to consistently upgrade my life as an individual, not just as a partnership.
But can you not promote yourself in an unprovocative way? I'm not saying I agree with all this.
But
I'm being
no,
devil's
of course, no,
being devil's
no, that's good. But I wouldn't say it's a provocative way. I think it's all about intent. Now, if you're provocative way in terms of like, if you're having a bikini photo with you and your family at the beach,
Sure.
but the main focus is you. Is it for provocative way or is it for the family? That's where it's like
What does
the
that mean?
blurred
Like,
line.
is it doing a split in like a thong bikini, like right beside you?
Probably not.
family?
Not
Right beside your nephew. Like, woof.
No, but like if you're wearing like a string bikini, but that's just your personality and you're with your fam, Then-
Personality.
I would.
right then.
I'd rock.
I wouldn't say like there's like bad intent there, but like if you're intentionally doing it to get responses for the intent of messaging other people, then I think you're in the wrong.
Well, that's exactly my point. Is like in what I feel like is most of the situations, it is 100% for intention. Sorry, not intention, for attention.
But do you feel like every girl who posts a bikini
No.
photo is like gonna?
No,
No,
No.
it's just right.
I just think I think it's. a
It
big
opens the doorway to that, but then ultimately it's what you make the decision to do.
I feel like a majority of it, and maybe I have zero grounds to say this, but I feel like a majority of pictures of that content are a girl takes a picture and she's like, "Fuck, I look hot."
Is there a statistic out there that would?
Oh fuck, I don't know.
So here's a question though, because part of it too, you have to think about how many of them are posting to get views and traffic because that for them is monetized because
Yeah.
they have like a
Yeah.
business or they have sponsorships that get a certain number of views, so they just post content
Okay,
that
so
they
is
know
it,
is
Or
going
they
to
know
capture
that
views.
This is what's going to get them the most traction.
Yeah.
would
yeah.
that still be cheating? Let's say you're in a relationship.
Is it monetized?
Let's say it's monetized.
Then I'd think that's the exact same thing as the foot thing. Then
Right, and I agree. But
I don't
where
think it's
does-
cheating.
The difference, though, is a lot more views given than the fee. The fee thing, basically any South American / Ethiopian person can be confused with my fee. It could be anyone. But, whereas when you're posting your whole body, there's zero, I want to say anonymous, but what's the sure.
Anonymity and
Oh,
Is that- what is the word?
we're using
Anonymity.
big
Anonymity.
words today.
Anon-
Big words.
anonymity.
Enemies. Let's call them enemies.
I'm an enemy.
M&Ms.
Yeah, and an enemy.
See an enemies. There's none of that, right?
So then, if you do porn without showing your face and blurring out your tattoos,
That's you see. You know what I think is funny about that is like, isn't that kind of a giveaway? Because anyone who knows you have that tattoo there,
I would
it's
say
like,
that too.
man, like I'm not stupid. Like,
But even just simple things like if you have like let's say a birthmark on like your wrist that's like very identifiable, like just stuff like that. I'm like,
yeah,
do you not think people are gonna notice? Or even an X is gonna
Yeah.
catch wind. That's it could. I think even if I had posted content, let's say like that with my face blur and stuff like that, I'd be like, yeah, people are gonna know.
bro. If I
People
posted videos of me just jerking it and had my tattoos blurred out, every single one would be like, fucking leave, you piece of shit. Like, what the fuck is
Well, I
that?
just got blurring out his wristbands. I'm actually.
Yeah, why don't we wear gloves?
like
Yeah.
those fancy lady gloves that like go like
No,
halfway
full
up to my
latex
elbow.
suit. Full
Yeah, that's
latex suit.
Yeah. Oh, so a morph
How am I
suit.
getting to my dick then?
You just cut a hole out.
Yeah. They have those like, where it's like just like that.
Oh, shit.
Eye holes and mouth hole.
Yeah. No, sometimes there's no mouth holes.
Oh, perfect. It keeps like inflating them with the.
Fucking pass out after this shit. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's sick. That's a sick.
Yeah, actually, I want to buy one of those now. Can we do the podcast in one of those suits?
See who lasts the longest. Yo, that could be a good like fear
Wait,
factor.
last the
challenge.
longest? What do you mean?
In every sense. In every sense.
I remember when I was a kid, there was like this show. It was around that era where like it was like MTV with like Jackass and all these stupid shows. Where it was like this one show was like 4 guys like had bar stools and they all watched like gay porn, and whoever got a boner first like got like like what's called tased. Got tased, and then they were also given wine, but it was labeled as grape juice, and they all started fake getting drunk,
That's dope.
and they were watching, and
They
one guy
started to get into
got
it.
a boner,
No!
and he blamed it on the alcohol, which was non-existent. It was I'm like, how the hell do people sign up for this shit?
That's so
fun.
Yo,
Yo, Carl said
that's definitely a game you just played with your friends that you said was on.
Yeah, he said it was on a show. He went with his friends. He's by
got-
himself, bro.
taser, taser,
He's
taser.
in his room, so Walter's great, but he's like, yeah, this is the shit, baby.
Whoa, who's almost got a boner?
New record that lasted 2
Fucking
seconds.
kinky shit, bro.
Whoa.
Carl said use your left hand, buddy. I've got a tattoo on my left hand too, so I'm fucked either way.
Just use the back of your hands.
Yo,
Don't know
sick.
who this is.
Like this.
Yes.
Whoa.
No, oh yeah, that's extra content. That shit, I'd charge a lot for that.
I'd actually pay to see that. If you actually
How much? How much?
like $5.
Yo, sick. I'll message you later.
If you can manage to make your feet do that,
I could
What if you
probably
just-
do it.
You know you can stretch your dick out of your stomach. Right? It's like an
Your
extra.
stomach.
Yeah, it's an extra. If you just
How high is
you just pull it. If you just
Like
pull it
right on
out.
your
he
belly
thinks
button?
his intestines are the rest of his penis.
Yeah, you just pull it out a little bit.
He's starting to.
Pull it out a little bit. Yeah, like
That was,
an extra.
that was a perfect sound. Like Arnie losing his shit.
Yo, the alphabet with Arnold Schwarzenegger video is like
Oh
one of
my
the
god, it's so good.
funniest videos I've ever
Oh
seen.
man.
Oh man. Yo, you know what I was thinking about? And I think you guys can relate.
Read your mind. Here we go.
I think you guys
You're
can
thinking
relate.
about Goku
Whoa!
eating a Cheeto,
Oh!
and so many of them that eventually his hair turns Super Saiyan Cheeto.
Oh. Okay.
That's it.
See you next week, guys. No, I think you guys can relate, but I was thinking about it today when I was in the shower. Honestly, like
This guy's
an hour ago.
just
Jerking off
the
on-
boys. How much I love the boys.
No, what I was thinking about
Can you get me one?
how.
Yeah, what's
Yeah,
up?
grab me one too.
Just get me a.
No,
Just get me a Founders.
yeah, grab me one of the cottage things. Cottage Springs. Is that what it's called?
Vodka.
No, it's called vodka soda.
Cottage. Oh, it's Cottage Springs.
Oh,
The
so
peach one.
You didn't specify.
That's true. It's on me.
mango and lime. Gross.
That.
Bourbon sour, exactly what I wanted.
Lucky duck.
So you don't buy various flavors, guys.
So I was thinking just how fucking
Sexy.
terrible.
Oh.
Just how fucking terrible Emma would be at writing screenplays and scripts for movies. Hear me out. Hear me out.
What?
Hear me out.
Attacking me when you're in the shower, not in the front.
I was laughing by myself.
Yeah, those are the best.
Here's why. Here's why. Is because she always jumps to the climax of a story. Like I'll start something. So the other day she's like, "Is this when you hit the guy?" And I'm like, "That's the fucking punchline." Like, what the fuck? So she would write a movie like she'd write Home Alone, and the script would be, Kevin finds his mom. There's no fucking film. You didn't tell a fucking story. There's nothing there. Like she just jumped right to the climax, and I was like, you know what?
I like it though. She cuts the bullshit. She just tells me
she
the
cuts
fact.
the movie.
Yo, to be honest, I wish my mom took after that because I'll be like, Mom, what's your flight number? Oh, you know we're flying on Friday the 24th. I'm like,
Yeah.
what's the flight number? What's the
Yeah,
flight
yeah,
number?
yeah.
Oh, and then our friends are gonna pick us up somewhere. I'm like, I just want the flight number. Mom, please,
Yeah.
it'll tell me all the information I need to know. Oh, our departure time is 7:30. I'm like, I just want the flight number.
I hate that. That's gotta be one of my
Biggest pet
pet
peeves.
peeves.
And then I feel like a dick cutting off, just be like, please just give me the flight number and it'll give me all the details.
No, but here's the thing though: is Emma will only jump to the climax when I'm telling the story. When she tells her own story,
It's gotta be
Then it's
detail
way
oriented.
too long.
she gotta tell me all the
Oh.
stuff. So maybe
Maybe-
she would be good at screenplays,
maybe you
but
should-
she would just spoil my movies.
Very good at story.
Maybe you just
So when
suck a
my
story.
when my movie comes out on like the premiere night, she's gonna just like text everybody. The guy dies.
No, I'm gonna stand up at the front and be like, "Thank you for coming to the movie. Here's how it ends."
Yeah, basically. Yeah,
Maybe you just suck at storytelling, so she just like, okay, I got you.
I'm a fantastic storyteller.
Really? Tell me my story right now.
Once upon a time,
That breathing. He's like, this guy's gonna panic.
getting ready.
Oh, get ChatGPT to write it again.
And tell him your name is Lucas Wicello.
Oh, I got something to talk about actually.
LinkedIn.
So, Christine and I went for dinner, and we're talking about
Where?
Where'd you go?
Takumi.
Oh, and he fucking called me.
You know what? I was
You
actually.
fucking
Oh, so we
called
went
me.
for our anniversary, but it's funny because
Oh, that's
on our
right.
way,
No,
I
that's
was like, should I call Emma and Lee to see if Lee and Emma want to come? And she's like, it's our anniversary. I'm like, yeah, you're right. You're
It was a joke.
right.
It was a joke.
I was like, oh yeah, I keep forgetting. I'm like, maybe I should invite people to our anniversary.
no,
so
it's just a bigger celebration.
and then we're talking about linking off of that was how your back injured, which is why we didn't do the pod last week.
Yeah.
And she's like, so how's Lee's back? I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, are you gonna message him? I'm like, I'm seeing him next. I see him every Friday. I'll talk to him on Friday.
Yeah.
And she's like, you not get checking on him? Like, what if he's really injured? I'm like, then I'll find out on Friday.
I'm the same.
And then she's like,
100%.
she's like, okay, but don't you think you want to know how he's doing in case he needs help? I'm like, Emma's there.
Yeah. What am I?
I'm like,
if
he's
you-
not alone. I'm like, I don't see the like. What are you asking?
Yeah,
me?
like
She's
if you were really hurt, I think you would say something.
So
Yeah,
then
if I needed help,
she's
I'd
like,
reach out.
she's like, don't you like talk to your friends? I'm like, yes, every Friday. I'm making it pretty clear that there's a time frame. So
yeah.
and then we're kind of talking about it a little bit more. And one of my friends is going through kind of like a rough time. So she was like, why don't you reach out to him and just like make yourself available, even just to go on a walk. I'm like, when do I have time to have a walk with him? She's like, make time. Like, what about Thursday, like at 2 p.m.? I'm like, I'm finishing work. I want to work out first. She's like, make it a priority to make plans. I'm like, but if he needs help, won't he let me know?
Yeah.
She's like,
I'm
she's
not-
like, no, sometimes you have to reach out. I'm like, I understand where you're coming from. But I'm
But
like,
you're
but
wrong.
I'm like, but I don't like altering my. It's not that I don't like altering my schedule for other people. I don't like having to put myself
No.
out there to be like, you know what, I want to fuck up my own day.
I
Hey,
honestly,
let's do some
I
stuff.
don't take shame in knowing that like I have like a routine, like a schedule, and things that throw my schedule out of whack. It like literally like it frustrates me.
I don't
And I'm
like
like
it.
something
Oh.
happens, like yo,
I'm
this
the same.
fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Like
I was supposed to finish cooking at 4:30. I have time, but
Yeah.
I was supposed to
I'm like,
finish cooking
this
at 4:30.
yeah, I'm like that too.
Yeah, so it's funny. I think maybe we're all similar in that way, but part of that was because it's like, oh, don't worry. Like I'm waiting until I start having Wednesdays off, and I'll make that my day to offer to go on walks. It's like, why don't you do it now? I'm like,
Because I'm not
Whoa,
off.
whoa.
because I don't have Wednesdays off yet. It's like, but you can make time out of your day otherwise. I'm like, and then what? I have to work out in, like 2 hours later. It's like,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be tired after.
Yeah,
like,
that's crazy.
it makes no sense. And she's like,
Nah.
that's so like,
I think
she's like, you can, reach out to people. I'm like, the phone works both ways. I'm
Yeah,
like,
if
I'm
you
like,
need me, you can
yeah,
always
but
reach
the
me.
thing is also just because I'm that kind of person. I don't like to be a touch base. But like, and you guys probably know this. If you guys ever need anything from me, I'm always available. But
I don't need anything.
I always find it kind of an awkward thing to reach out because we all have partners too. So it's not like you're solo. If you're single, I think it changes that a little bit because then I'll be like, okay, like this person, I don't know if they have anyone to talk to, but
Sure.
we all have significant others who should be, and I think we all
I'm pretty busy
respectfully-
lives.
Yeah.
I like to give people the benefit of the doubt that you're capable enough to do what you need to do, and if
Yes.
you aren't, you're gonna ask. A great example of this was when we left the Iron Chef. We're like halfway home.
What?
The Iron Chef night, whatever the fuck we call that night.
Oh, is that what? Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
Okay.
That's what they called it in the chat. So
Oh, I
I
didn't know
just assumed
that.
that.
Okay.
So we told them that we're gonna stop get ice cream on the way home. We go to Baskin Robbins. One, it's closed because I thought it was closed at 10 and it closed at 9. She's like, I asked you to check, and I was like, I just thought it was like I didn't even check.
Sure.
Then Nikki found out she doesn't have her purse. So now we're like, now we have to come all the way back. And now now this wasn't part of the plan. Now I'm like pissed.
Yep.
So I'm like, this always happens. I'm like, how do you always forget something? She's like, well, I was so busy bringing stuff out. Like I forgot. I was like, she's like, you should have helped me. I was like, well, I'm just going to assume if you needed to bring something that you would have said you needed help with something. And I'm always, and my mom had brought this a long time ago, and I've like learned that this guy, like I don't extend myself, but if you ask, I'm more than happy to like help with anything. But it's not in my, I guess, my personality to overextend.
You don't take
Well, that's-
you don't take initiative. That's a
help
big
you.
red flag.
Yeah,
Big red
yeah.
flag.
Yeah, I don't think.
I'm just
exactly.
joking. I was just joking.
But it's
No.
like, I assumed if you needed help, you would have said something like, "Can you help me bring these out?" And it's just because I'm focused on, okay, let's get in the car, let's get the car ready, whatever.
Yeah.
Plus, it's more of a female trait to like have the awareness to be like, he forgot this and he needs it. I'm gonna take it.
It's true.
Yeah.
I think it is because Christina is the one to me being like, do you have your phone? Do you have like? She's the one checking for me. I'm like, and I almost get annoyed being like, just have my phone.
I'm like, I never forget. I would
But
never forget
I don't.
anything.
I don't ever do that in return unless it's like she's drunk. I'll be like, okay, I'm gonna verify.
That's
But I don't want to waste time. But like typically on like a regular thing, I like same thing. Like I don't expect to check up on her. I'm like, she's an adult. She knows what she's doing.
Bruh. One
Yeah.
time, we're at my brother's place in Kitchener. That's 45 minutes
no.
away.
That's far, man.
That's
That's
We
very
drive.
far. That's a red flag.
We drive all the way home. 45 minutes home.
Yeah.
Get home. And Emma says, I forgot my phone. I was like, fuck you, you forgot your phone.
Oh, wait, what do you do on the car ride? Do you sit with your arms crossed?
Forget it. Like
It's 2023.
It's
Actually-
so far.
Nikki also forgot her phone when we went to dinner. So I'm like, how do you forget your phone out of everything? I'm like, I like always have
Mine
my
instantly goes on my
wallet.
stand in my car.
There it is.
So
Yeah, I
always-
literally, I just like laughed, and I'm like, that's so.
I always do
So-
the slap
so-
check.
And then okay, the
Got it.
the
No, but-
icing on the cake for me was part of the reason her hands were full was because she had a bag that she folded in half and carried 3 things on top. And I was like, why didn't you just put them in the bag? I was like, then you would have hands. I was like, babe, you're killing me.
That's cool.
You're literally killing me.
That's cool. That's
but
funny.
She like folded the bag we brought. And I was like, you could have just put all the food in the bag. I was like,
Oh.
That's so funny.
But anyways,
So to get kind of to summarize the point is that Christina's like, guys are very much like, you guys are just very unemotional. I'm like,
no, that's not true.
oh, okay. I don't think
I'm
so.
very,
I think
I'm a very emotional person.
so.
I do want to circle back.
So she's like, it's just like you guys don't really check up on each other. I'm like, I think it's different. It's kind of like, as a guy,
I know you're fine.
I know that guys don't like to ask for help, but I feel like when guys want to talk about something, I think like, for example, if I want to talk about something, I think I'd be like, yo, can I get your honest opinion on something? And I'd
Yeah.
ask,
I think
right?
our group, especially the 3 of us, are really good at when that time comes, we will call and talk.
Yeah.
Or we have plenty of opportunities to be like, guys, this is fucking
It's or like we just talk about what happened. I think we're
Yeah.
just more that kind of group. Like, yo, check this out. This is what happened, right?
Yeah.
And to me, it's like if we're already meeting up on Friday to talk about it, I don't like having this whole double recap thing. Like, and we've had times even when we work together where we'd be like, yo, I got a story to tell you, but let's wait for this person to come down to say it twice.
100%.
To me, I'm like, I totally agree. I don't want to have to hear it twice,
Yeah.
right?
I want to say it twice. I don't want to hear it twice.
Yeah. So it's kind of one of those it's just inefficient.
efficient.
So
That's
say it all the
why I don't
time.
tell her things.
It's
That's why I don't tell her
efficiencies.
things, is because I want to say it once when
It's-
everyone's together.
It's inefficient to have to repeat it, or to same thing. Christina will be like, "Hey," and this is not to bash Christina. It's just that there's times where she'll be like, "Hey, do you want to call? I want to talk to you about something." I'm like, "Don't."
Just
But
text
we're
me.
gonna. But we're gonna. You're literally on your way to meet me, so we can talk about it in
Just
person.
tell me, yeah.
She'll be like, "Oh, but I want to talk about it now." I'm like, and I kind of just want to cook. So,
Right.
but same thing. The opposite
Figure
for
it
me.
out.
When I drive, like I just like to listen to music. Like it's like my de-stress time. So I hate having phone calls in the car ride home. I'm like, no, I'll call you when I get home.
Well, it's funny too. Like we talked about this before. I'm trying to be better at it, but there are times where like, for example, you tell me if you. I don't know if we talked about this before. Maybe we have. But if there's a group chat, let's say all of us are in a group chat, and there's something that pertains to all of us.
Sending in the group chat before telling Emma directly.
Exactly.
Yeah, I would do the same.
You send it in the group chat.
Yeah.
She's in the group chat. She's gonna see it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
It depends. It depends on what.
Whatever.
It depends. Like
No,
what's
the
it?
issue
I need
is-
an example.
Okay, so I'll give you.
If it's like I'm pregnant.
No. Okay. Yes.
That's a little
Well, no, I'll give you the exact example. It was when we went to the cottage this past summer.
Yeah.
So we went to the cottage this past summer.
We talked about. I remember this whole
yeah, I think
scenario.
we did. So I'll give you the brief recap because we've talked about this. But I had messaged group. I said, "Hey guys, I might not be able to come because I might have to work that weekend."
Right.
That's what everyone knew. Even Emma was under the assumption we might work that weekend, but I'm gonna go by myself. You guys thought I might not come. I finally find out I don't have to work.
Great.
So I messaged the whole group. I say, "Hi guys, I'll be there." And she was like, "Yeah, you wouldn't tell me first before you tell everybody." I was like, "Well, you're in the group, and all I said was I'll fucking be there."
It's
No,
efficient.
do you want to know what the issue was? The issue was that I was getting messages from other people in the group asking me specifics about the thing that I just found out with everyone else because they've made the
But-
assumption.
but-
You should.
That's on them for not
Alright,
messaging
hold on,
me,
hold on.
the guy
As
with the
his
information.
wife,
All right.
I will have the information.
I'm gonna ask this. Were the people messaging you by chance other girls?
Duh! Come
Yes.
on, what a
Yes.
question.
You know why? Because you guys as a group are so inefficient asking, being
no.
on the bush. Guess what?
The other
if
thing-
you want to know Lee's schedule, ask Lee.
Thank you.
If you want to know
Yeah.
Emma's schedule, ask Emma. I hate when Christina's like, "Hey, touching base, cause Kel wants to know." I'm like, then get her to ask me, and I will tell her.
Lucas, can you ask Maddie to ask Nikki when she works? What the fuck?
So you see,
What
the
fuck
problem
is
problem already there was before it even left you guys is already fucked up. He's just stirring
No,
bullshit.
the other thing I think too is it's
Sorry.
like
Sorry.
the specifics on the details is important for some reason. Where I'm just like, Lee is coming or he's not coming. Why or why he isn't is not important. He just-
100%.
He is or he isn't.
100%. Yes. Yes.
What's your
I absolutely agree.
We need
That's
to
all
have
that matters.
we need to have Christina when we have this conversation again, because I know she'll be so fight. I can literally imagine her in the sideline being
So
like,
fight.
No.
So fight.
She will be
Say
so
fight?
fight.
so feisty. I said,
No, you didn't. Don't say you said that.
I said E, feisty. 'Cause I
Even
can-
Nikki's like, okay, so like, who's coming? I was like, I don't know. I don't really care.
There's there.
Sometimes it matters. Sometimes I want to know.
No.
Like I want to just know like how like hard I'm going for the night.
Then
So
ask
okay,
the question. How hard are we going? Not
There
who's
you go.
going.
it's funny because
Yes.
that is how we actually ask.
Yeah.
How hard are
You're
we going?
getting fucked? Oh,
or be like, yo, who's going tonight? I want to know who's lit, who's going tonight. Who are the drinkers?
Like, who's gonna fuel me and shit? That's fair.
Yeah,
be
I
like-
literally.
That's fair.
Family, but that bracket Glenn, like it's a cake, so we know it's that kind
Yeah,
of night.
that's
Yeah, it's that kind.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like I don't have details about like even what time. I was like,
Joe,
I told him anytime after 3. They're like, anytime. I was like, yeah, so it could
If
be
it's
literally.
3:45, 8 o'clock, well, it's after 3.
But then they'll ask, so is 3:45 to 5 okay? I'm like, but
Is
I
it
told you
after
my
3?
time frame.
Is it
after
after
2:30? Yeah. Well, 2:30 to 3 now. I'm gonna fuck up. I'm gonna go at the wrong
Oh
time.
shit, what time?
I'll get Christina to text Emma.
Thank you.
ask
She'll
you.
tell me.
That's so comical.
It's funny though. Davey, my brother, had an interesting response to that because like we were talking about it, the four of us, me, Emma, Davey, and his wife Jen. He was like, what you don't understand, Emma, is like Lee is a warehouse guy. He's an operations guy. So Davey comes from sales. Davey comes from sales, and he's like, so now he's in a job where he deals with a lot of operations. He's like, what these guys do is like really interesting. Is like efficiency is everything to them.
Yes.
Is they don't want to double touch stuff. They don't want to repeat any process. Efficiency is everything for operations, and Lee is very much an operations guy. So him messaging the group was, look, boom, one shot instead of but I'm just
But there's the subconscious reason of why
exactly.
you do it.
I couldn't even
Why didn't you
put that
tell
together.
me?
But Davey was the one who was like, oh, it's because you're an operations guy. And I was like, oh, fuck, there you go.
It's funny because that's something that I was becoming aware of really soon. Was I'm like, and that's why I get frustrated when my schedule goes out of track because like my schedule is like very much like, hey, I'm gonna check with the truck drivers at this time, and like I hate when something comes and interrupts my workflow.
100%.
But yeah, literally all our lives is about increasing efficiency, working on productivity. Like that's why when I do something, I'm like, if I'm gonna do it, I just want to sit down and do it, no distractions. Which is why
get it done.
you may also find that you get frustrated when you're trying to do something and there keeps being a distraction, or like you keep getting spam messages. You're like, okay, like there's times I'll just mute my phone. Like I just want to nail this down.
I don't even mute my phone. I will like look and see it and like open it just so that I acknowledge it, and then sometimes I just forget.
Yeah.
There's been times I've turned off my phone. Like
guy
I'm video editing. I'm just
Literally today, on the way here today, he saw when I said I was leaving, and then I call him, and he's like, "Oh, you're here." I was like,
I
"Bro,
didn't see it.
yeah, it's double.
open
It double. All of
double-checked
it double checked solid, meaning you saw it."
This guy was so in the zone, you didn't even fucking know.
Then I called him. I was like, "Bro, where are you?"
Oh.
He's like, "Oh shit, dude."
No, I didn't see it.
I mean, you did see it.
Nah.
Yeah, stop lying.
No,
He called you out, bro.
it could be that it was the last thing on my lock screen, so when my phone was locked, I quickly unswiped my phone. It opened that, and I
You
went
fucking
up.
liar. What a
Bro,
fucking
yeah,
liar.
you work for
Done and done. Done and done.
Fucking liar. Yo,
I actually will represent myself in court.
I'm pretty fucking lit right now.
Well, we didn't drink last weekend. Did we drink last weekend?
No, he was dead. Bane broke his fucking back.
I fucking broke it. Yo, I gotta tell this story real quick because Steve, you piece of shit, needs to hear it, and I've told him still.
Why did you say shh?
Dave.
So Steve, who's basically family now. Steve, you and I are.
I honestly
we're
thought a
fucking
different
Really? Like
FA word was coming out. I was
Steve, we're.
I was like, whoa!
like he
Steve.
always wears a tank top. Toretto.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're family. No. So, fuck it, Steve. You want to fight me? Fight me. I'm gonna tell everybody on air. Whenever Steve and I roll. Okay, anyone who doesn't know Steve, you guys don't know.
Like Minecraft, Steve?
No. So, Christina's cousin Steve is basically Hercules. A fucking giant man. He's like, I don't know, maybe like 210. Just jacked to the gills.
I live at like 2'10". I'm like, whoa, massive.
No, 210 pounds. Just like all muscle. He's got like a fitness program. Check him out. Get Fit with Scar, I think is what his thing is.
Well, now we're doing ad drops? Like,
I'm just shouting
He'll
him
make you a property champion.
out. I'm shouting him out because I'm gonna shit on him. Steve, this jack guy. Look at me, little old me. Little old Lee, 155 pounds, 210 guy.
Are you 155 pounds?
I'm 155 pounds. Did you think I was bigger?
yeah.
No.
I like it.
No, I
Yeah.
just
Fuck
I always
you thought I was bigger.
no. I always get surprised when I hear people's weight because I'm a very tall person, so my weight's always like very different.
So Steve, again, big guy. Whenever we roll, I think he'll admit to it too. We got the best of him. I could beat Steve. I beat Steve consistently. I don't think Steve ever beat me. Until
He beat you off.
he did beat me. I think it was Wednesday. So Wednesday, and I'm not making excuses, but I'm just explaining the whole day. It was a bad day at work.
Sorry, that literally is like the number one thing you say
Leading to-
before an
before you make
excuse.
an excuse.
Yeah, it's
It's
like
gonna sound
say
like
I'm not
excuses,
trying to be rude,
but-
and then your rude is all hell.
I just start fucking R. Kelly fucking breaking down. No. So I'm telling the story. I'm telling the story instead of jumping to the punchline like Emma would. So you know, wake up early for work. Decent day at work. Get home. Don't get a chance to take a nap because I have to.
Oh,
Whoa, okay, hold on.
baby.
Yo, I need my
Whoa.
naps, bro. I
Let's
need
pause
my
the story.
naps
How often do you take a nap? You take one a day?
every day.
That is fucking crazy, bro. What kind of life do you live that you have that
I'm
I'm
flexibility?
so busy.
I'm jealous. That's actually
That
super
sounds so
healthy for you.
sarcastic.
No, legit, my life is so busy.
I don't have time to take naps.
Yeah,
have-
I literally.
I make time to take naps. At least 20 minutes to half an hour.
Goals. I think that's goals. I don't know
You
why you
have
frown
to.
upon that. I think
I
that's
think
healthy.
it's
I
so
think
I
it's
don't
good for
frown
you.
upon it. I'm just saying, like, for me, that's mind-boggling that you have the capacity to take a nap in a day.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I used to take half an hour power naps. I miss it.
So
The good old days.
exactly right. So I didn't get a chance to take my nap.
This guy sounds like a
Yo,
fucking
wow!
baby.
Carl says, "Yo, Lee, you were deaf off your game this week." I appreciate the honesty, but that dug deep a little bit.
You literally sound like a toddler report card. Like, Lee did not get his nap today.
I did. Yo, that's a game changer. So I come home.
Wasn't a lot of distractions at home.
I do a hard ride on the assault bike. A hard ride, like to the point like I'm fucking ready to puke after.
Yeah, is that what the white cops? Is that what the white cops out of the police
They're
station?
called fan bikes. They're called assault bikes. They're called air bikes. They're called all of the above.
Never heard you call it an assault.
I've called it both.
He's trying to be cool on the podcast. I was talking about he missed his nap.
Anyway,
Missed my nap, so I went on the assault bike to make up for my nap.
okay, so I go on the assault bike, do a hard workout. After, cook dinner. No chance for a nap. I get ready, so I have to go help with the kids' class. I go help with the kids' class. I don't do a lot of work, but like, you know.
I bet you were like, did you get your nap today?
I bet you fucking did, Timmy. You fucking napped today, Timmy? I didn't nap
No
today.
wonder you're choking me out.
No, so I help the kids. It's an extra hour. It takes a little energy riding up all the kids, but it's not that bad. Whatever. Then I do the fundamental class. Do the fundamental class with 2 rolls at the end. All right, whatever. Still light work. I got it. Then I stay for the advanced class. That's another hour, and it was a tough advanced class. Just the position working were hard. And then
Remind you all with no nap.
no, that's the point. Yes, all with no nap. So then so we get to rolling time, and I'm like fucking spent now. I've been at the gym for 3 hours outside of no nap, and the assault bike workout. So I'm like fucking spent now.
Wait, I thought you ride the assault bike all the time.
It's never
Oh
easier.
my-
It's never easier.
Not on a no
No, it
napping.
No,
doesn't,
no,
doesn't get
nap.
easier, though.
It doesn't get easier because it's maximum effort, so you'll never get easier. So, anyways, now I'm spent now, and I did the drilling.
Machines like that.
I did the drilling with Steve. So afterwards, I'm ready to roll with Steve, and Steve's like,
Yo, you'd be a terrible movie writer, by the way. This is like way too long for like.
"This is
the
a three. This is
punchline.
a 3
This is why
series.
I interrupted.
This is
I-
a 3 series
Let's
movie.
get there already.
This is a 3
Yeah,
series movie."
I know, but we don't.
I was like, and Steve gets his tongue pierced.
We're going into the final movie now. We're going into the trilogy.
Okay.
So Steve's like, "Yo, man, like you look tired." I was like, "I'm fucking spent, man. I don't want to be here." And he was like, "You want to roll?" And I was like, "Fuck it, fine."
Clap
So,
your cheeks.
Not only is it usually we roll for 6.5 minutes. This time we did like an 8 or 9 minute roll. And it's good. It's competitive in the beginning. But then I start to fade. Maybe 4 minutes in, I start to fade. And Steve, throughout this round, Steve keeps going for this fucking guillotine. Steve can't get the guillotine because I'm the fucking man. Lo and behold, minute
Gets
5
the
hits.
guillotine.
I'm fucking tired. He gets the fucking guillotine. I'm like, fuck.
Isn't it guillotine?
It is
Yeah,
guillotine.
guillotine.
So he gets the guillotine, and I'm like, fuck, Steve, fucking got me.
Damn.
And then I get up,
Maddie's.
and I don't actually care. because like
It sounds like I think you actually care. Bro.
No, I
Deep
don't.
down, you care.
I've
No nap,
problem.
bro. You care.
I'm so pissed. So I'm like, Steve's doing stuff. So we like, we get up after he choked me. I'm like ready to puke, but I give him a puff. I'm like, all right, let's keep fucking going. We have time on the clock. But then I catch in the corner of my eye that one of the homies from the gym was recording the whole thing. And I was like, you piece of shit, the fucking one day you get me is recording. And, yo,
I bet he gets him all the time. It's the one time Lee can delete the footage.
no.
He
So
got
I'm
away.
like, you fucker, Steve, you fucking got me today. It's on video. So I spent literally the next 24 hours constantly checking his Instagram because he always posts stuff about his fitness and then his rolling stuff. I'm like, this fucker's going to post me getting tapped by him. He didn't post it.
He's gonna
Maybe
post
it's
it
coming.
now.
Maybe it's coming, but I was like, fuck. I even called him out today. I was like, fuck you, Steve. I was checking all day and you didn't post the fucking video. Like, what's going on? He's like, it's whatever, man. I was like, fuck you. No, it's not whatever.
Maybe I should.
He knows he's got you.
Maybe I should
That's
DM.
fucking
I'll be
good.
like,
You know he's
I'm gonna
fucking
DM him and be like, yo, post it and I'll become one of your clients. I'll pay. I'll pay.
It was good though. It
One of
was
the best
good.
part of that story. My first time hearing it.
Are you serious?
That is the best part.
No fucking way.
That's actually better than the whole story.
That is fucking gold. That is like,
No,
that is
tell me
literally,
story
that is
before,
literally
no.
fucking hilarious.
He's like, babe, I have some.
That's why you didn't jump in, because you didn't know how it ended.
I didn't know.
That's why I strategically don't tell her things. It's because I want to have good stories.
That
Actually,
wasn't a good story, bro.
if you look at,
You literally could have just said like you didn't have a nap and he beat you one day.
No, I gotta take you for a
Yeah,
ride.
no.
I gotta
you're-
take you on the journey.
you're so
with me.
inefficient. This
They're
guy sucks at warehousing.
Good stories aren't about efficiency. Good stories about emotional connection.
I
I
didn't
was
feel
not,
connected.
bro.
I didn't
Yeah.
feel
That's
connected.
fucked.
Yeah, that's-
Carl feels me.
that
Carl
fucking
feels me.
sucks. The only
And
person
the
who
rest
felt
of the
connected-
jiu-jitsu community feels me.
That was.
That was
I
actually
think I
embarrassing.
could go to sleep actually. I could take a
That's
nap.
a good story. That's a lullaby.
I could take a nap.
That's a good story. You tell kids stories to go to sleep. Let's flip the coin. Do you think it's okay to cry in front of ladies?
Where did this come from? I like that transition.
Why did you cry when you choked
He
her up?
cried in front of Emma after. He's like, he beat me. No, he's like, he beat me and I was having such a good day. I took 2 naps. I'm gonna tell everyone I took none. I took 2 long naps. I took 2 long naps. I had my fruit roll up, and I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah, you know what my 20-minute nap is every day when I get to snooze from 7:30 to 7:50.
Carl
That's
was
my nap.
Fire.
completely engaged for the whole story. Thank you, Carl.
Carl,
No, but
Stop
legit,
sucking dick, bro.
What do you think of crying in front of women?
what am I crying about?
What's the context?
Whatever, something you
Like
would cry
after
about.
after sex, it's totally normal. It's totally normal.
No, I wouldn't cry during stub my toe. I would do
no,
one of
let's
these.
say,
Fucking damn it! You don't get that? That's the emotion. That
no, that's what I
surges through you.
It's anger. I'm
And
not
anger
crying.
at what it
Fucking-
did.
But you know what's funny?
That thing
It was so accurate, your punch, because you'll always do one like a quick one. You don't do full power, but enough to show, be like, I'm the man. Damn, yo, yeah. I think
we know.
yeah.
fucking
That was
know.
beautiful. Harmonic touch.
Yeah, I do that. I get those surges where I'm like, fucking damn it, I hit my toe.
You hit something just like and like I'll scan the room
Or-
first because I'm not hitting the drywall.
What about the thing when like something's in the drawer and you keep trying to close it and it can't? You're like, God damn it!
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah, where it's like, get down.
That's the one. But you can't get in to close it, so you're like this. It's like, fucking, what the fuck is it?
That's the worst. You're like this inanimate object just dominating my existence.
Crushing you. And then you're trying to like rip it out so you can get it. Nothing.
Oh my
Sometimes
god.
for me too, let's say it's like one of those rolls of like foil, bro, if it does that to me, I'll literally throw it out. Even if there's like a quarter, I'm like, yo, fuck you. You're done.
Yo, have you ever tried to fucking saran wrap or tinfoil something and then the roll falls out and you roll it like, no!
Yeah, then you gotta roll it back up, and then the foil.
No, fuck it.
It's like shit.
I wrap it around. I leave the roll on top, and I pack it into the fridge. No, I'm just kidding.
He's not kidding. He did that shit.
Christina hates me.
He did
I
that.
have like 15 rolls for a reason.
That
I
shit's
use
the
1 roll
fucking
per package
worst.
now.
It's just the
Yeah.
fucking worst.
No. I think the worst is when you're late for work, and it's just like one of those. You know, you get up and you're like, "Fuck, I can't believe like I slept in." Like you have one of those days, and then
Everything
your
that
belt,
can go-
your belt loop gets caught in the doorknob.
Oh,
I almost like I look at my door. I'm like, you don't want a piece of me, punk.
And then you hit it like
I hit it, but my belt thing still starts like.
The worst is when you know something happened. Like I'll be getting up and be like, oh, better not hit my shit on the corner of the table. And then, fuck! I knew.
It's actually if you look at the recording, but I hit my shit and he's like, roundhouse kicks.
Show who's boss. Bitch.
You ever see that video of the guy who's like coming home and like it's like his like ring doorbell, and it's like showing his like the POV of the doorbell. He's like walking up, and there's a potted plant that's like.
He's using porno. Doorbell pop.
They sure do.
Pop, bro.
Yeah, so full POV, a lot of motion. You see the guy approaching the doorbell camera.
Oh, man.
And there's like a pod plant hanging. Like he clips his hand, so he turns around, he like punches it, and like flies off the hook.
So relatable.
He goes like 20 feet and just shatters. He's like, "Fuck you!" He goes into the house and like, yeah.
Yeah, the funniest one I saw this week was this kid's maybe like 8, and he opens the screen door, and as he goes to walk, it closes and hits him, and he turns around and he's like, "Fuck you, bitch," and he's like, "Fuck you, motherfucker." He's like 8 years old, and his parents like post it, they're like laughing hysterically.
That's so funny.
And it's like close, and he's like, "Yeah, fuck you, bitch," and he like pushes it away. I was like, bro, everyone knows that feeling.
Yeah, everyone's gone that situation. Like, fuck, you just gotta hit something. Like,
Yeah,
but
exactly.
I'm glad it's never been like a destructive. Like I've never been like, "Fuck you, asshole," and just turn my car.
The thing where you're just like, you go full force, but at the end you're like,
Yeah, when you catch
You're
yourself.
so lucky. You're so lucky.
So
I'm unlocking this before I pass away.
It's funny. I was actually thinking about that earlier this week. Is when I got into my car accident way back in 2015.
Oh, sorry to hear about that. Rest in peace.
First thing I did is when I got out of my car, like saw the situation. Fuck! I can't believe I crashed my car. Like I can't believe it. And I'm walking off the road to go into the McDonald's to like call my family.
To get a burger because I had a distress.
I didn't have a nap today.
Everything that bad happens to you, I didn't have a
He's like, the only thing that'll make me feel good is a happy meal.
He's playing with the Pokemon toy on his crashed car, like on the hood of it.
Yeah, I
like
felt
Tech
better.
Deck, he's like, wee.
I felt fucking better. No, but as I was walking up there, there's like those big brown like electrical boxes.
Big brown coworker. Stood roasting him.
Big brown coat.
One of those.
Oh, big brown employees.
No, so as I'm walking up to, I was like,
Starts roasting him.
so like I punched the thing as I'm walking by. I was like, fuck! And I
You punched the coworker.
Yo, it's crazy.
Just standing
You
in
called him a
line.
thing?
Punch the
stealing
thing.
our jobs. Stealing our jobs.
Mega Man.
So I punched the electrical box and I go in the McDonald's. And my girlfriend at the time was like, "Why do guys always punch things in the air?" I'm like, "Not fucking now! Like I'm still fucking angry."
You want to be on my
No, it
list?
wasn't you.
You're looking like an electrical box right now.
Or a brown truck driver.
Is that the equivalent of the thunder and the lightning? Brown truck driver, electrical box.
What do you want? So good.
Little.
Whoa. Fucking fast as lightning.
Wow.
They actually call
Alright,
me.
yo, look at that.
They actually call me.
Is that it?
Yeah.
They call me Floyd Marchweather.
Cold as ice, baby.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks, man.
Not hot, not cold.
Wear a sweater in the morning, take it off later.
Depending what time of March, too.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Is it late March or early March? What kind of March are you?
I'm thinking like March 27th.
Oh, that's good.
It's my mom's birthday.
Yo, shit's looking good. Shit's looking good around March.
My mom?
You called his mom as shit.
I said you're looking good though. So like, what do you want?
That's
Is
true.
it a compliment or
I'll
not?
take the compliment.
Yeah, exactly.
Mom,
shut your
Mom,
mouth.
you're good. One good-looking piece of shit. That's how she gets
Lee, Lee said.
Lee said.
said.
One good
Like,
looking
what that
piece
piece
of
of
shit.
shit?
She's like, oh, interesting, because that piece of shit.
He's like, Mom, no.
And his mother.
She'd call me a different P word.
Oh, gluten-free chips.
That's it.
That's it.
Packy, folks. I'm talking about the chips. Chill. What are we grateful for, folks? Yeah, you would be. You're married
No,
to one.
no one is.
I'm grateful for naps. More than anyone else in the world.
So rude.
What am I grateful for? Fuck.
Yeah?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Oh, fuck, I have a question. You know what? I'll ask one more question once
Fucking bring it. Whatever.
Okay, so you get the option. So
Queso?
I'm gonna enable this, and it works forever. So once a day, sorry, every time you swear, you owe $10,000 to the government.
Oh, fuck off.
But each day you don't swear, you get $5,000. So for each swear word, it's 10 grand fee. But if you don't
every 2
swear,
days.
every day you get $5,000. Do you
No,
take it?
No.
You want to take the deal?
No way.
No.
No, I couldn't control myself.
It's. I don't do it intentionally.
There's,
I would find that the funniest ways, I'll be like, not really funny when I plan it out.
Okay, would calling you a cum guzzling dragon be a swear word?
No.
But see, that doesn't satisfy much. Like sometimes you just want to
Fudge!
no.
Fug.
Ooh, okay, a little better.
Fug! Fug
No,
me!
because like
So wait,
I can't.
is it swear words or is it like, what if you just said very like sexually explicit
No,
things
that's fine.
instead of swear words?
You can't say swear words. You just can't say swear words specifically.
Is pussy a swear word?
No, you're
I
fine.
wouldn't say that. Provocative, but no.
You can't say damn.
What?
Or hell?
Whoa!
Or gun. Unless it's water first.
Yo, I'm thankful I can swear and not get in trouble.
What?
That's what I'm thankful for. That I
Oh,
can swear and it's
that's
not like
just
a big deal.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the deal because it's like it's subconscious.
That's impossible
man.
for me.
And 10 grand every time I.
Yeah,
My-
fuck.
I-
But think about this: if you save up for 4 days, you can like be like, I'm gonna save up to say the F word. It's gonna be even more satisfying. 'Cause you'll be like,
No.
you can go to like the edge of a cliff and be like, fuck.
No, that's not worth 20 grand for me.
No, yeah, no.
40 grand, whatever
That's-
that number is.
no.
It's not worth it.
You're dumb. I'm thankful that I'm not that dumb.
And with that, folks,
See ya.
see